Morning, Coach. I believe, aren't we? Cool.
We're going Tech Week. Talk about
Yes.
it. What's different this
Well,
year?
it's obviously a very, very important week to us, and it's a game we care very much about. I know our coaches and players do. I know our fans do, and it's a game you got to be physically and mentally tough to play in it, and that's what how we're trying to prepare our guys.
Does it help having the week off so you can, from school, so you can have the guys to yourselves and kind of keep them?
Well, there is no school this week, so there's no limitation on how much we can have them over here. But we try hard not to wear them out. We pretty much stayed on our normal schedule. There's been a couple times in practice where we might have added a minute or two in special teams as we're preparing and not being under the gun as far as the clock's concerned, and as far as the 20-hour rule that we have to stay within when the guys are in school. But we haven't gone crazy at all. I mean, maybe we've added another 5 or 10 minutes to this week to this point, and the goal is not to wear them out.
You can't give us the game plan, but Chris Conley and Hudson Mason both talked about the fact that you get less possessions and you have to be more efficient. How do you change your play calling to deal with that, or is it it's the same thing?
You don't. They're just more precious. I mean, every possession is a little bit more precious because there's usually less of those than in a normal. I say a normal game, playing against a different type of offense. But there'll be probably a few less series. There'll probably be a few less kicks. A few less opportunities to score points or get stops, and so you just got to take advantage of every single one of them.
Georgia Tech has come out and scored on the first play of the second half in the last 5 games. How important will it be to come out and stop their run game?
Yeah, third quarter for us, by about mid to late season, we were noticing a trend that we weren't really a great third quarter team as far as points scored and all that kind of thing, and so we've got to make sure we're better in that area, and a lot of times your defense sets up scores anyway. So when you talk about scoring points, it's kind of a team thing. So the last few games we've changed a little bit of our I guess our halftime routine. We've changed a little bit of our halftime routine to try to get the blood pumping a little bit more and get them maybe a little bit more ready to start fast in the third quarter. So that'll be a big challenge for us.
What's been your primary message or messages this week for this game in particular?
Well, just as always, do your job. Know your job, do your job, and play with a lot of heart and passion, and do it together as a team.
Hudson kind of got his career started last year on senior night, and he's about to come into his senior night. Is that circle kind of crazy to think about that it's coming
Well, it
forward?
happens fast. Those seniors, they just shake their head how fast this season's gone, how fast their career's gone. I mean, when they're freshmen here, they're thinking they're going to be here forever. It feels like you're going to be here forever, and then all of a sudden you get into that senior year and it's over before you know it. I mean, it's the last time our guys get to play between the hedges and play in front of their home fans, and I know they're looking forward to it, and I think, well, I know they appreciate it too.
Coach Pruitt got to see, Georgia Tech up close at FSU last year, but you've seen him, 13 years. Have you sat down with him and kind of worked through the defensive calls at all? Or?
We talked a little bit about this game in particular, just the series, the Georgia Tech series, and how things have gone, and just how some of our other coordinators had approached this game in the past, as far as practice and all that thing. Just throwing ideas around as to what might be the best way to take care of business. But the bottom line is he has defended this type of offense in the past at different stops, different schools. I don't even know if did Florida State play Georgia Tech last year? I'm not sure they did.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I don't, because they're in different divisions, so I don't know if they played each other. So this may be, Coach Pruitt's first time against Georgia Tech. But the principles are the same whether it's Georgia Tech or someone else running the system.
How does this rivalry stack up? I mean, you played in big rivalries, you
Yeah.
coached, as an assistant in big rivalries.
Big.
I mean,
It's
how,
big.
just how big
It's
is
big.
it?
It's big. It's a game you think about all year long. It's a game the fans think about all year long, and when it gets here, it's huge.
Who on the Georgia Tech squad did you heavily recruit?
You know what?
I don't see a whole lot of crossover.
Yeah, there's not a lot of crossover, but when you recruit to a different style of offense, a lot of times that's the reason for that.
Two of the more potent offenses. What do you think that's going to add to this game?
You never know in these games. Everybody would predict a lot of points, but you just don't ever know what can happen. There's been some games where we all thought it was going to be a lot of points, and it's 13-10. So any given day, any defense can rise up and play great, and I just hope it's ours.
Thanks, Coach.